Hello and welcome to my Bioshock 1 crossbow build guide. So the crossbow, I think objectively is the best weapon in the game for a few reasons. There's really two main reasons. The first reason is it can one-shot headshot every single enemy in the game except for big daddies with steel tip bolts and incendiary bolts. Trap bolts cannot headshot. It also has two of the most useful secondary ammo types. Incendiary bolts dealing increased damage and also setting foes on fire, and they can be damage boosted by Human Inferno, and then also trap bolts, which can set electric traps, which can be damage boosted by electric flesh. So if we actually look at our build here, for combat tonics, I have Armored Shell 1 and 2, just for tanking, because you are going to be trading shots with enemies. You're gonna, like, if you're fighting 2 or 3 enemies at a time, you're generally going to be getting shot at, taking some damage, so you might as well reduce it. I have Electric Flesh 1 and 2 to scale my electric damage. I also have, on the traps, I also have Human Inferno 1 to scale my fire damage. Obviously, if you have Human Inferno 2, that would be better to run, or both Human Infernos. And then I have Damage Research 1. You can obviously run Damage Research 2 or both Damage Researches. If you have completed research, this just scales damage against every enemy. This is only useful against big daddies. Against normal enemies, unless you're getting body shots, this is like useless because of one-shot headshots even without this. So this is a pretty good build to run. If you just want to scale your incendiary bolt damage, because that's what I use exclusively against big daddies, I don't use steel tip bolts against them, then just run Human Inferno 2. And then for physical tonics, we have Sport Boost 1 and 2 for the speed increase. It makes you run a little bit faster. I have Medical Expert 2 and 3 to make my health kits heal me to full, basically, to conserve on resources. And then I have Eve Link 2, just to conserve on Eve for when I use plasmids. And then I also have Eve Saver. And then finally, well, not finally, engineering, I just run Vending Expert 1 and 2. Obviously, you can run hacking ones if you want, but I just use auto hack tools. And then for plasmids, I just use Sonic Boom, Electro Bolt, and Bees. Sonic Boom can be used like telekinesis. Like if a dude throws like a bomb at you or a grenade or whatever, you can shoot it back at them. I usually just use it to knock things down if I use it at all. Electro Bolt is really good because it holds enemies upright, so you can get extremely easy headshots, and you can also hack things. Like once you research turrets and bots, you can auto hack them when they're disabled, so this is very strong. I don't really find myself using bees too much, but I just have it to have it. So that's the build here. So I have these 2 hacked turrets, just from, Electrovolt. So let's go find some enemies. So, alright, so even if you're bad at aiming, that's okay. You can still make good use of the crossbow. You can just simply use Electrobolts to hold enemies still. In the case of these turrets, they seem to be spamming. Oops, I don't know. That was literally in her head. I'm confused. Hold on, is that bolt still in her head? It was literally... Can you fucking stop, dude? Alright, that bolt was literally in her head, and I saw it go in her head, but it did not kill her, so I'm just so confused by that. Alright, so... Headshots do one-shot enemies, but... Oh, that was a trap bolt. Okay, that's my bad. Yeah, trap bolts cannot headshot, so I just accidentally had my ammo type still in trap bolt. But if you have a hard time headshotting, you can shock things. So you can just have Electro Bolt out. Obviously, you can't headshot a Big Daddy, but this brings us to the trap bolt section of this build. So the easiest way to kill a Big Daddy, in my opinion, is with trap bolts. And what you can do is you can see where they're headed. So in this case, they're headed this way. So you want to get kind of far ahead of them. So they're going to be coming through here. So we're going to set a nice little trap for Mr. Bubbles there. Alright, then we're going to get incendiary bolts out. So we can actually peace out if we need to, but I'm just going to be electro bolting him and then incendiary bolting him and waiting for the fat damage from the trap bolts. Now I'm hoping he doesn't put her in some vent. Okay, cool. Sometimes they put the sister away in some vent. So Oh, she can trigger them? I didn't even realize that, because she is physical. So you can shoot him as these are triggering for very likely the easiest Big Daddy kill. The other nice thing about the electric flesh is that you can just do this. If you want to, like, you just take no damage. So I'll just rescue her. So yeah, that was probably one of the easiest ways of killing a Big Daddy in the game. I think he shot me once, which is, like, okay. Like, barely does anything, so... Alright, let's go get some upgrades, and then I'll just go into the headshotting thing. So you can headshot enemies without electro bolts, obviously, if you're good enough. That's usually how I play, but if you find that you need that extra bit of help, it's totally legit. It's, you know, pretty strong weapon. So you can headshot with or without electro bolts, or some kind of form of CC. Depends on, like, your skill level. But you can use this build even if you're not too accurate, so that's kind of why I wanted to cover that. The crossbow is good against machines. Cool. So this is insane. Get twice as many items. Alright, let's get some upgrades really quick. I might as well get... Oh, here we go. Here's Human Inferno too. Fantastic. I'll replace that with damage research because I use it for Big Daddy fights. So now I have even more damage. Let's grab an engineering slot. Throw in Prolific Inventor. Clever Inventor, one fewer item. Prolific. See, this is why I save them, because you get this crazy shit. But I mean, obviously it takes forever to get it, so depends on what you're going for, I guess. But yeah, that's the build. It's pretty strong. I would say it's the best build in the game because the crossbow, it just has such insane damage that nothing really compares to it. So what we'll do is, hold on, let's just shock this guy. Actually, fuck it. It's hard to aim when they're getting the blurry vision shit. Hold on. What? Oh. Okay. A lot of confusing things. Oh, here's another. So we could take this one out too if we wanted, quite easily. All we'd have to do is just set up a trap here. See, first we have to see... I think, yeah, they're gonna come this way. So you can stagger these, so as he runs towards you, he keeps getting shocked and interrupted. Alright, so we're gonna test this out. So don't shoot them too low, because sometimes Little Sister will trigger them. Another thing you can do is shoot him in the beginning of the fight for some damage. And then as he runs towards you, shoot another shot. And as you can see there, that's like the easiest way to kill a Big Daddy. And if you shoot them low enough, you can actually crouch underneath them, so you don't take damage at all, even if you're not running electric flesh. And you can reuse them, or an enemy can, you know, trigger them just so you get like a passive enemy kill or whatever. Whoops. Alright, so you probably might have noticed my crossbow aim isn't as good as it usually is. I haven't been playing FPS games lately, so my aim is quite bad. But I've been playing, like, I played like a ton of old school RuneScape and Guild Wars, so I just need to play more FPS to get my aim back up to where it usually is. But even if your aim sucks, like my aim sucks right now, and I'm still able to get some like pretty frequent headshots. You can use electro bolts, just hit them in the body with it, and then get the easy headshot. The only thing that doesn't work against are thuggish splicers, who have like the lightning resistance, but you can just, you know, deal with them however you feel fit. You can sonic boom them. You can hit them with bees. I'm drunk now. So yeah, that's the crossbow build. Definitely, in my opinion, the best build in the game, because it's the only build in the game that, on its own, can easily kill Big Daddies with minimal effort. The big upside to running Electrobolt 3 is, with camera research, you can just hack turrets without even thinking about it. The big upside to Electric Flesh, you can just walk through trap bolts and take no damage, which is amazing. So, definitely... Let me get some hack tools. Now that I have Prolific Inventor, I just get tons of hack tools, so I can just hack everything. Let's get some of this stuff here. Just auto-hack this. Now I can just auto-hack everything, which is amazing. I can't carry anymore. Dang, dude, I'm like maxing out on items. Like craftables? I didn't even know that was possible. Alright, so I guess I'll make some trap bolts. And the cool thing about Prolific Inventor is when you go to make your trap bolts, it makes 2 times. So you actually end up getting 12 per single unit you create, which is insane. So just 2 trap bolt creations gets you from 0 to full, which, you know, you're just swimming in trap bolts throughout the game. So yeah, this is I think this is the best build in the game, especially on survival. I don't think anything comes even close to this. As far as damage is concerned, like nothing is even nearly as damaging. So yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely try running it. It's really fun. And that's it. Thanks for checking this out, and I'll see you in the next video.